Attention, the following broadcast has been approved by Outcasted OC. Viewer discretion is advised. Incoming transmission in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up guys, Mugenross here giving you this week's Smackdown review, and let's just dive in because we had 40 minutes of not much to crazy talk about other than The Rock and Roman Reigns getting into it. Roman Reigns getting very annoyed by the crowd saying we're going to leave. The Rock coming in. Roman looking frustrated at The Rock because he was getting more cheers. The Rock turning around and calling everyone in Phoenix, Arizona, meth and crackheads, which I was like, geez, okay, we're really going this level of petty. And saying pro wrestling was cool because of The Rock, because of Roman, because of the bloodline. I don't like how The Rock said him first because that now leads Roman to also look pissed off. But it goes full circle. We have The Rock turn around and say no to Cody on a one-on-one. What we actually have leading up now is that Cody and The Rock are going to have a tag match. Cody will have Seth. Rock will have Roman on night 1 of WrestleMania. If that happens and Cody and Seth win, all of Bloodline are barred from ringside. It'll be a one-on-one between Roman and Cody. Other way around though, what he said if, and then he changed it to, but I actually mean when. When me and Roman win, it'll be Bloodline rules. Anything goes. Make some stupid jokes about potentially Solo Sikoa singing the national anthem. The Rock calling the match, sat next to Pat McAfee and laughing about Cody. All of this stuff. And Roman just looks agitated. And he's like, no, I'll do anything for family, but I need this one thing. Acknowledge me. And The Rock really did acknowledge Roman as the tribal chief, but never said head of the table. And yeah, it was a bit of a weird one, to say the least. But night 1 and night 2 sounds really cool with how they're speculating and doing this lead up now to how we have The Rock and Roman being involved against Cody and Seth. I think that's a very unique thing to have. Triple H chants happened because The Rock called himself a boss, because he will make anything happen to Cody. Has to accept that match because he is on the board of the directors and nothing will stop him. Not some general managers and not some president. So obviously referring to Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, and then Triple H. We then have Austin Theory and Grayson Waller watching back the chamber and laughing at how Randy lost. We have LA Knight coming in with the battered chair that he got hit with by AJ Styles. Looking for AJ Styles. They're laughing their heads off still after they say, no, we don't know where AJ is. And Randy appears. And Randy says, I'm going to do a funnier thing. I'm going to pick between one of you two, have a main event match against you, and decide how much I'm going to rip your head off from each other. Pick between yourselves who's going to have me. And then Grayson Waller very panically goes, oh, Austin said he wanted to fight you. Yeah, he said he wanted to fight you in the past. So that's how that happens. And then we go into Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton. I don't like that they didn't show Naomi's entrance due to an ad break. And even Tiffany Stratton's was cut halfway through. I was like, what even? It took me a moment to even realise Tiffany was going against Naomi. And yeah, no, it was a really great match. I think they both showed off their athleticism. We had a really cool drop kick and face buster from Naomi. Tiffany did a really cool spine buster and then saw an opportunity to get an eye rake in over the ropes and hitting the most beautiful moonsault on Naomi for a 3 count. The match was quite fast, but it was good, and I think it will lead into more matches between the two of them. But it was fun. It was a fun match to watch. Arguably now we have the most exciting segment of Dakota and Bayley versus Kabuki Warriors, and I was fully excited to see Dakota Kai back in the ring, doing some moves, being a babyface. And I got none of that. She very quickly gets kicked out of the ring, laying on the floor. Bayley gets her ass handed to her by Asuka and Kairi. She does get some moments where she gets this flurry of attacks, trying to solo against all of them. There's a really cool moment. She slides out, takes Asuka's ankles, and then also punches Kairi before Kairi hits her. looks at Io, doesn't go to hit Io and rolls back in. She's still got some respect for Io and is upset with what's happened. But yeah, as Bayley goes to reach for the hot tag to Dakota, Dakota jumps off the ramp and just laughs at her and like wipes her hands with her. All a damage control jumper and completely take her out. Damage control standing strong while Bayley's just on the ground from Io hitting her. Yeah, wasn't really happy with this. Really wanted Dakota Kai to stay a babyface with Bayley. I would have liked to see the feud go longer. I would have liked to see that reveal happen at Mania. Like, it feels weird that they've just pulled the trigger on it straight away. We then have Jade Cargill going to look like she's finally signing the deal with Nick Aldis and stares down Io Sky. So that was very interesting. We get a Bron Breakker match. I say a match. It was a one move highlight. He speared. I think it's Zion Quinn, who's been in NXT for a while, and I like Zion Quinn. I thought he was pretty cool. But yeah, one move spear, 3 count, Bron Breakker done. They're literally just building him as this, I can hit you and finish you in one move, which was crazy. Yeah, we then get Carlito vs Santos in a street fight. Match was very fun. Carlito very much listened to the crowd about grabbing tables, about grabbing apples. Santos doing his usual, hitting hard, being this kind of scumbag. We got bins involved. We had running knees into a bin that was over Carlito. Carlito responded by getting the bin over Santos when Santos guarded his face like that from a kendo stick. Carlito quickly dropped the bin on him and then started hitting it with a steel chair. We then had Angel and I think they're calling him Berto now. But Angel and Berto jumped in, started fogging like Carlito, like instantly just was mugging him straight away. So LWO's Cruz and Joaquin come and help out, and then it just becomes into a brawl with everyone. Kind of start getting the fight back until Ray comes out in crutches. You see Angel and Berto kind of laughing because El Fantasma have the lead in this fight and look like they're about to go jump him. To Ray's quickly runs with the crutches, hits the pair of them, slugs them out with the crutches, and yeah, he's perfectly fine. He's full, cleared, healthy, gets in the ring with Santos, and then chaos unfolds. Carlito hits the apple mist on Santos. Ray quickly drop kicks him in the leg to make sure he falls onto the second rope to get the 619. Cruz and Joaquin both jump over, respectively, both ring sides to hit Angel and Berta. And then Ray hits the 619 to Carlito, carries on picking up a staggering Santos and power bombs him through a table. LWO get the win, everyone's nice and cheering, and that was really fun. We get Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have been apparently in talks because New Catch Republic say we were this close. Dom screwed us out the belts and we want to do anything we can to get a belt at WrestleMania. And Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce have been talking about the tag situation, so maybe they are making new tag belts for Raw and SmackDown, and then maybe whoever has the long chance gets to be the undisputed. I don't know. Or maybe it'll be a triple threat scenario where they'll be defending the SmackDown belts and the Raw belts against two different teams, one from Raw, one from SmackDown. If the Raw team win, they get the Raw belts. If the SmackDown team wins, they get the SmackDown belts, and then Judgment Day has the other belt and then has to go against the other team that lost in a rematch. We'll see how it goes. There's multiple ways they could do it, but I'm very interested to see this, especially because it involved my boys, New Catch Republic. But the discussion was quickly cut off short because LA Knight was smacking around, screaming for AJ Styles. Nick Aldis didn't appreciate this, and Nick Aldis was the one that turned around and said, I know what you like, and I saw you at Elimination Chamber, and what happened? I told AJ Styles not to come because I didn't want to have to deal with this backstage. And fair enough, they have this kind of argument. He's like, you don't want to stop this train, I will find him regardless of what you do, and I will get AJ Styles. So I think we're going to definitely get LA Knight versus AJ Styles towards Mania in the next few weeks. We then get the main event of Randy Orton doing what Randy Orton does best and never missing a beat. He is fighting Austin Theory. Austin Theory still did some very cool things. The Blockbuster the exchanges of who was going to hit each other on the announce table. I love Kevin Owens joining as special commentary because Kevin Owens was shouting at Randy, "Oh, hit his head on the table! Do it, keep hitting him!" And I thought that was hilarious with how we did that, and then they failed, so then it happened again. Randy Orton does get this RKO, and it was beautiful because it was from Austin doing his spring flip DDT that he kind of does. Is the best way of explaining it. It's the same as like Grayson Waller's basically. But yeah, Randy Orton counters it with an RKO and gets the 3 count. Grayson Waller jumps in and tries to jump Randy. Kevin Owens doesn't stand for this, turns into a fight. Kevin Owens hits the stunner on Austin Theory, and Austin Theory sells this to the freaking moon like he's been absolutely destroyed, and Randy Orton hits an RKO on Waller. They both kind of stare at each other, smile out of respect, and then go to the ring post each and celebrate. That was a very quick rundown of SmackDown. I would talk more about the whole segment, but 40 minutes of the show was literally just Rock and Roman talking about what's happening towards Mania. And for me, it felt flat towards the end. The Rock was stumbling on words, repeating himself after he did all these electrifying talking about how pro wrestling's cool again and all of this, and constantly calling Arizona being crackheads. I was like, I get he's being a heel, but it was weird because they were cheering him anyway with what he was saying, so who knows. But either way, it was a decent SmackDown. I'm a little gutted Dakota didn't stay babyface. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section, and if you like our reviews, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also watch the previous reviews that we've had. We've had a Raw one and an NXT one, and we also have a podcast every Thursday. I'll see you guys